the bigness, 7 feet tall, number 32, MP.
Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Bailey, then there's George, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Charlotte, the perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. MP is out there with Miles Bridges, and it's Ball in at the point. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, BA, you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coaches drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Now here's Ball. MP right side. 4-3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
George outside. Nurkic a screen on Ball. And the jumper is on the mark.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Ball. Miller with it. Ball outside. The 3. And Charlotte another 3.
Ball is a volume three-point shooter. His confidence pulling the trigger is a big part of his weaponry. And he isn't afraid to let it fly, that's for sure.
Here's Bailey. Filipowski, the pass to George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from Ball. Miller outside. Pass to Bridges. From deep, MP sinks the tray. MP's got 6.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league, or they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
Here's George. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Markkanen. Miller comes with a double. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Nurkic passes to George.
A little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. 6 points for him.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's George, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And it's Utah with the ball, trailing by 10. George against Ball, Markkanen outside.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Back to Ball. Pass to Sexton from deep. And Charlotte another 3.
I just love the ball.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught a with Coach Charles Lee. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Free t-shirts are heading your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one.
Second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Fourth, the Hornets.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Here's Nurkic. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Phoenix. George feels it out a bit. Can they get it? Not going to go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
That one goes in.
That is the LaMelo Ball special right there. No way to defend that.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. George outside. Filipowski sets a screen. George, that one's good. George has got his second basket of the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Miller outside. Bridges, a screen on Markkanen. Miller. Three-pointer, no good. Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Now here's Filipowski. Still no points. With the drive, the three is up. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Musa's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Miller outside. Pass to Sexton. Now MP puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Musa's got 9.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And it's Utah with the ball after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Charlotte. Nurkic passes to Bailey. George outside. 5 on the clock. Markkanen for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Ball. Give him 8. On the wing, MP. The 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Marking it outside.
2 minutes.
4 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. There's the drive. And the shot's good.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
Hornets leading by 15. Ball looks over the floor. And here's MP from outside. Utah grabs the miss. 1:33 left in the first. Here's Bailey. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Filipowski. For 3, George. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
3 points.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And look who's running onto the floor. Make some noise for your Honeybees.
Utah. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. From behind the arc, the Hornets pull it in. Musa's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Then it's MP, then it's Ball, and it's Salon in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Nurkic, following the bucket by the Hornets. Nurkic is screen on Sexton. For 3, George. The rebound by MP.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Ball passes to MP. Top of the key jumper, no good. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Collier. It's George on the wing. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. Launches it. And Musa pulls it down. Musa's got 11 rebounds in the game. Sexton passes to MP. Fader on the way, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Musa's got 16 points. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. EA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
Pass to Collier. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
MP finds Sexton. Shoots over George. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Your dance team.
Charlotte. Bailey's checked in for Utah. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Markkanen with a screen on ball. And another miss by Utah.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. 9-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Bailey's shot is off.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, shoot home from beyond the arc.
Pass to Bailey from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Musa's got his 16th rebound on the night. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ball no good. Jazz trail by 12. And here's George. Back to Nurkic. Markkanen with a screen on ball. Lets it go from deep. Markkanen misses. Charlotte has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Ball outside. On the wing, MP. Here's the three. Oh, a silky three from MP.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
George outside. Markkanen outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Charlotte now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Jazz trail by 12. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker manning the middle.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Lauri Markkanen. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Bailey, and it's George in at the point guard position. Now here's George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Markkanen from downtown. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Length and rebounding, and their team free throw shooting stats place them in the top half of the NBA. Those are solid numbers, but they struggle to nail down true consistency from the line.
And what saved them in a lot of games, the second chance points. They were relentless on the offensive glass. Hornets leading by 12. Miller on the wing. Bridges outside. Pass to Sexton. Three-pointer. Ball no good. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now here's Nurkic. George outside. Here's Filipowski. Markkanen outside. And here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Pass to Sexton. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's MP. 21 points in the game. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack, put the first 3 misses behind them, and finally ended their third quarter drought.
George passes to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
Outside Sexton. Back to Ball. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Ball.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Pass to Filipowski. George for 3. Connects from downtown. George has got 11.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. MP right side from outside the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
MP nailing the comeback triple. I love that guy's competitive spirit.
Now here's George. He's got 11. And here's Nurkic for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Jazz trail by 15. Nurkic shot is good.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Well, Clark, what's something that sets Miles Bridges apart from his fellow NBA players?
How about we start with toughness? I mean, he's a physical presence out there. He loves a challenge, highly competitive. I like his physicality on the wing. He invites contact, and he's not shying away from anybody.
Here's George. After Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end, Bailey banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
George against Ball. Inside. And MP throws it down.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 16. Pass to Filipowski. Shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark. And
here's Ball. 11 points in the game. Now here's MP. This one for three. And Charlotte, another three.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Jazz trail by 17. George outside. Utah moving the ball around. Marking it outside. And here's Bailey for three. The rebound by MP. Musa's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Fades and shoots. Again, Charlotte.
Well, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Give it up for your hip-hop crew.
Utah with a change here too. Collier, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. On defense, the Hornets. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Filipowski sets a screen, fires the three, and the rebound goes to Charlotte.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Taking what the defense gives him. MP operating right in the middle of the court.
And this is year two for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Chris.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
George for three.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows.
Good! Another from three.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. The Jazz have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Here's Collier. That one drops for him. Collier's got 7.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Get well, fans. On the court is your high squad. Let's go, fans. Here comes the defense.
Charlotte making some changes. Williams is checked in for Bridges. Mann comes in for Miller. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Sexton. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Anderson's checked in for Nurkic. Niang comes in for Filipowski. Markkanen's checked in for Bailey. And Sensabaugh subbed in for George.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And it's Utah with the ball. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Anderson. Down low. Sensabaugh.
Hornets foul.
And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule.
First personal foul.
On Monday,
First
they'll be
team
facing Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Both shots good from the stripe. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances.
Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Klay took it.
Ball right side. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Sensabaugh. 1 second left. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Hornets delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this. For Charlotte, MP's checked in for Plumlee, and Green is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. And Utah with a change here too. Nurkic is checked in. MP is out there with Williams. Then there's Josh Green. Then there's Trey Mann. And it's Knipple in at the 2 guard. That's the Hornets 5. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. Niang outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by MP. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Niang. On target from range.
Their offense trying to find its way back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
On the wing, MP lets the 3 fly. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Collier. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Pass to Niang. Utah moving the ball around. Collier, no good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Here's Musa, fires for 3, and again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in 3-point shooting, amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Markkanen looking it over. Here's Nurkic. Here's Niang. Second chance effort. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
The free throw is all from Nurkic. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA did.
Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And 15 threes for MP, passing Klay Thompson's record from 2018. Just a privilege to witness it.
Now a timeout called by Utah. The Jazz have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Outside man. And here's MP from outside. And got it. Another basket.
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Now a timeout called by Utah.
And look who's running onto the floor. Make some noise for the Honeybees. Your Honeybees. Everyone show them some love.
Markkanen outside. George outside. Pass to Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Filipowski. Launches a three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
The shot by Diabate, no good.
Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Yeah, great feed there by Markkanen. That's something this team wants more from Lauri.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense good.
He hits again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Yeah, when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, who knows if this franchise record will ever be broken?
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
First free throw is good. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And Grant, the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a two-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Boy, he was a man-child menace on the board, outworking everybody. Boy, that's a tone setter for this team, too.
Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Now man. From deep, MP. Knocks down the long K.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.
Ms. Harkins. Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
I was thinking if I don't get back on defense, coach is going to sub me out.
Oh.
That's a joke. I don't know. I try not to think much when I'm shooting. Once the game is over, then it's easier to reflect on everyone who played a part in putting me in this position. Coaches, teammates, opponents.
Opponents?
Yeah, opponents for sure. Every player has nights coming up when they lose and they just, they can't sleep. So you find a 24-hour gym and you get to work, promising yourself you'll do better. All that adds up to the kind of night you saw tonight.
Thank you, MP.
Yeah.
Right here, MP.
Hey, my guy MP out here breaking the game, man. Look at all those threes you shot tonight. Hey, I'm gonna have to beat that record now. Man, congrats though, man. Enjoy this moment.